Hello, my lovelies, and welcome to the rabbit hole. Please bear with me. I got the gift that keeps on giving for my birthday last week, and it's not going away. So, we're going to be talking about fear today because I can feel a lot of people are having problems with fear right now. And when I say I can feel a lot of people having problems, I mean I can feel your emotions, feel your energy. Some of you I can hear your thoughts. So we're gonna address some of these problems here. I've been trying to get this video up all week and I finally got it done, and then YouTube was like, your video is too long. So we're gonna try this again. And hopefully get this done this time. I did write some things down because my brain keeps turning off when I'm dealing like this. So, fears. You got people with fears of bugs. And, fears of the dark. You got people with claustrophobia. You've got people afraid of heights. If you can think of it, somebody has got a fear of it. And it doesn't matter, who you are. I mean, every single person in the world has a fear of something. They either just walk through them easier because they're used to facing their fears, or they hide it well. And I don't care if you're rich, poor, homeless. I don't care if you're royalty. You have a fear. And they're put there to test our strength, to test our courage, to test our resilience. And unfortunately, once you work through whatever your biggest fear is now, it's called your biggest fear because once you walk through that fear, you're going to have a different biggest fear. Until you work through all of your fears, and then there's still going to be probably something. So. My biggest fears over the years have been from, am I ever gonna find a family I'm gonna have an actual family? That was when I was younger. To, am I ever going to have a real man, that's an actual man instead of an abusive prick? It also went to, am I going to be alive tomorrow? That's some people's fears right now, that they may not be alive tomorrow. Here lately, I've had a few different visions that were pretty huge fears of mine that I had to intervene with in time. Can't really talk about that. That's not my business. But then I had to message somebody that brings up every single insecurity I have. So that was a huge fear. And then my last one, this. Because as I said in my first video, I'm not a camera person. And right now, I'm not dying, but I feel like I'm dying. So, yeah. But now that I'm getting used to it, I'm actually enjoying this mostly. So Holy crap. All right. So there's a few things that I live by in my life, okay? The first is everything happens for a good reason. Whether it's something good or it's something bad, it's still for a good reason. And that might sound weird, but yeah, even the good stuff happens, or even the bad stuff happens for a good reason. So, the second one, if you do not know who Karen Marie Moaning is, and you are a reader, that likes to like read things to take your mind off stuff, look her up. All of her books are sprinkled with a little bit of, real life need to know stuff. So my second thing I live by is a quote out of one of her books. Don't ask me which one it is because I don't remember. But it's hope strengthens, fear kills. Your fight or flight mode. So yeah, that got me through my last marriage and everything since then, actually. Number 3, an X is an X for a reason. Now, can people change? Yeah. I personally ain't given somebody the opportunity to be a prick again. But these are what I live by. 4, think positive. Find that silver lining in every situation. Because there is always one, whether you see it or not. And number 5, I don't mess with people's free will. Like, at all. So if you need me to do something, if you want to work with me, don't ask me to do anything like that. So, we're good. So, one of you, well, not one of you, there's a few of you out there thinking that you're not good enough. You have a fear of never being good enough. And the people I'm seeing right now are teenage years, around 16 to 20 actually. One gentleman specifically, I see, you getting yelled at by your father, and I can't really help with your parents, unfortunately. But as kids, we all get stuck with, that not feeling good enough. We have so many things that we are trying to live up to, friends and family and our parents and what everybody else wants for us instead of what we want for ourselves. Now, if you don't like playing football, for example, if football is not your jam, all I can tell you is, try to talk to your parents. As parents, we think we know what's best for our kids. And in most aspects, we do. But we also need to realize that our kids, when they hit their teenage years, pretty well know what they want. And some instances, like football, for instance, you should probably listen to them. They don't want to fucking play football. Don't make them play football. Don't be trying to relive your glory days through your children. No. There are things like if there's something that you absolutely love, but you don't think you're good at it, or you're not good enough. You won't find a way around it. For instance, I have 2 stigmas. I can't see a straight line to save my life. I also have no depth perception. So, I love art. This is what I do because I can't do anything else. This is my thing that I do. Example, change something into the way that you can do it. It's like cooking. You know what? You ain't got no food in your house? Learn how to throw that shit together. Okay. Anyway, I'm gonna quit rambling on that one. So, I'm gonna put the link in the description, but look up Evanescence, What You Want. Embrace that song. That is your new theme song. Embrace that shit. Next, some of you are wondering if everyone would be better off if you were around. Well, a lot of people don't know. Some people do know. I don't know how I haven't been more suicidal throughout my life with everything that I've been through, but this last year has been pure hell. Okay, pure hell. 2 weeks after my fiance died, I almost ran my vehicle into a pole. And there were other instances throughout the year that really made me go down that road. Luckily for me, I had a couple realizations. Okay, first of all, I don't want to come back and relive my life. People wonder why we're here. Well, you come back to learn things, and then you progress on your soul's path. Killing myself would bring me back into reliving this hell. Not something I really want to do. And then there's, you can sit here and you can look at all the people around you. I can look at my kids, I can look at my grandkids, I can even look at like twin flame connection. If I was to kill myself, it would ultimately affect him in a very bad way. And even though, there's that in caring about other people, you have to care about yourself. You have to love yourself enough to be like, hey, I can do this. You get past the depression. I'll explain that in the next video. However, your song, Cory Hart, Never Surrender. I'll put a link in the description. Listen to it. Embrace that shit. That's your new theme song. Not even joking. Holy crap. Alright, so the next ones are people that are afraid to open their heart because every person you've been with has treated you like crap. Every person you've been with has like messed around on you or been abusive or whatever the case may be. Okay. You can't lock your heart up forever. Unfortunately, there's no guarantee that, if you let somebody in, they're gonna, hold your heart, cherish you, or anything like that. They might break your heart. They might. But you'll never know if you don't try. You know, it could be the person you're supposed to be with. You know, you could be happy the rest of your freaking life. Yeah, don't leave your past in your past. Because if you're living in the past, you have no future. So, 2 songs, okay? Somewhere Out There from American Tail, because there is someone out there for you. There's somebody out there for everybody. And What If, Kane Brown. You know what? I don't care what you pick. Embrace one of those. Both of them will help. You're going to cry like a little baby for a minute, but you know what? Once you cry it out, you'll be ready to move forward. All right. There's a few of you older people. And when I say older, I mean like my age, like in our 40s, you know, late 40s, early 40s, wherever you're at there. There's a few of you that are looking at your life and going, is my life ever going to go anywhere? Am I going to continue working 2 jobs every day of my life just to be in the position I'm in right now? And what I have to say about that is, first of all, think positive. Second of all, you're now living to work instead of working to live. You need to, you know, take a break, take the kids to the park, do something. Because when you hit that point where you are living to work, nothing's ever going to get better. So, maybe figure out what you really want to do with your life. You know, do that instead. There's always a way if you find the right angle. You know, I'm always looking at angles no matter what it is. There's an angle for everything. We live on a giant chessboard. You just find that checkmate. So, Just Another Day in Paradise, Phil Vasser. Embrace it, and you'll see things getting better. Now, lastly, there are some of you wondering if you are going to ever make it out of your situation, if you are going to wake up tomorrow. A feeling I know very well. And for people that's never been in that kind of a situation, there's something that you need to understand, okay? When you're actually in the situation, you know, you can see what's coming for you. You know what's going on in their mind. You know what they're thinking. You see it on their face. You know. You know you're about to get your butt whooped or get yelled at or whatever's going on in your abuser's mind. Now, the problem with leaving that situation is you're now in your mind of scared shitless because you can't see what they're planning. You can't look at their face. You don't know what's going through their mind. You just know this person threatened to kill me. They've threatened to kill my mom, my daughter, my brother, whatever. Okay? So the first few months of getting out of a situation is just as traumatic as being in the situation. But you wonder if you're going to wake up tomorrow, depending on your situation. Maybe you will, maybe you won't. You wonder if you're ever going to make it out that door, depending on your situation. Maybe not. You might get your butt whooped to the point where, you know, you're hospitalized and you can't walk. You might get, you know, unalived. But can you walk out that door right now? Do you have 2 legs? You know, I know it's scary. I left my second husband 8 times, and he always found me because I trusted somebody more than I should have. So, you have to face that fear. And I'm not saying it's going to be easy, because it's not. It's going to be hard. But you need to look at your life. If you got kids in this situation, you need to look at the kids too. A lot of times we feel bad during the holidays because we don't want to leave somebody during the holidays. But you know what? Realistically, are they going to care? They're going to pretend to care for a minute. And then they're going to call whoever's in their phone. Because I'm sorry, every single abusive, narcissistic person already has a lineup. It's control. Once they realize they can't control you, they're going to try to control the next one. But you have to have the hope and strength and courage to walk out. So, the song that got me through this, Nickelback, Never Again. That is your freaking new anthem. Play it. Embrace it. Embody that. No. If any of you would like more assistance on how to go about your situation, or you would like to work with me on getting out of your situation, or anything along those lines, feel free to email me at, what the hell's my email? The rabbit hole 1416. Nope, the rabbit hole 1418. Sorry. At gmail.com. And I'll put that in the link as well. And those of you that have subscribed, thank you so much. And please share this so it can get to the people that it needs to get to. And like and all that good stuff. Yeah. I'm going to go take some meds and probably lay back down. Also, feel free to donate to the channel so I can do this on a more frequent basis. I'm liking doing this. So, have a wonderful evening. Thank you for watching. Love y'all.